Alright, so originally I was going to make a video about Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 2 that just came out today, but instead I figured I would go ahead and talk about this movie news that we just got for Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Yes, that is right, we got more Sonic 4 news because we just got the title reveal for the movie, and usually I don't really, talk about title reveals or anything like that because they don't really reveal anything important, but this trailer that we got, or like this teaser that we got, revealed some pretty crazy stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it right now. Alrighty, so this is the trailer that we got, or like the little teaser that we got for Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Now, I've already seen it, obviously, but yeah, we'll just go ahead and play it. So you can see that it starts off with Amy's hammer coming into the frame, and then hitting something, or like a wall that cracks.
You think your world is safe,
and then the voice that we see,
but your time is
and then the voice that we're listening to in this trailer is, in fact, of Jim Carrey's Robotnik, which confirms that Jim Carrey is once again coming back for Sonic the Hedgehog 4, which is crazy because we had no idea if Jim Carrey would be coming back for this movie or not, but it appears that he is going to be coming back, and you can see him right here. He is in the green Chaos Emerald, and one thing that I kind of like about this trailer is that the colors of the emeralds match the colors of the characters that are on screen. So, for example, if we go back a little bit to Sonic, so you can see that that is the blue Chaos Emerald.
Your world is
and then we hear Jim Carrey's voiceover.
But
and then we have the green. Now, obviously, because of the fact that they gave Knuckles the red Chaos Emerald, Jim Carrey's also red, so they had to, just, I guess, give him a random color, so they went with green.
your time is about to run out.
But then, we got, boom, Knuckles and Tails, obviously. We got Knuckles in the red Chaos Emerald, Tails in the, yellow Chaos Emerald, matching the colors once again.
The cape.
And then we have Shadow, once again confirming that Shadow is coming back for this movie, which is crazy because, a lot of people were thinking that Shadow was coming back, or they were hoping that he was coming back. I was kind of not really 100% sure if he would come back in this movie or not. I was I feel like it would be a bit too soon for him to come back, you know what I'm saying? Because Shadow is not really a character that's around all the time. So I know, or I was kind of expecting him not to be in the movie, but it appears by this trailer that he is in fact returning for this movie, which is crazy because it's I don't think he'll have as large of a role as he did in Sonic 3, because Sonic 3 was obviously his movie, you know what I'm saying? So that's why he was a main player in that movie. I don't think he'll be a main player in this movie. I think he might kind of be a more of a side character in this movie, because obviously we have a lot of different characters in this movie. We have, of course, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, but then we also have Amy Rose and Metal Sonic added into here, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So it's we already have 5 CGI characters in this movie, so that's kind of why I wasn't really expecting Shadow to also be in this movie, but he's going to be there, and he's going to once again be played by Keanu Reeves, and they have him in the cyan-colored Chaos Emerald, as you can see right here, because obviously, I guess they could have given him the silver Chaos Emerald. That would have kind of matched his color a bit more, but they decided to give him the cyan-colored Chaos Emerald because once we go into here, we can see, of course, Tom and Maddie are coming back into this 4th movie, and they decided to give them the silver Chaos Emerald. So, hey, I guess there's that. And then the last emerald is, of course, the pink Chaos Emerald, which they, of course, gave to Amy Rose, who we know is now being voiced by Kristen Bell. And then, obviously, at the end here, we have this nice little, kind of it's kind of hard to see, but you can clearly make out the eyes of Metal Sonic. So, yeah, I don't know if this is just his regular form, or some people were saying it's Chaos, or it's Metal Sonic in his Neo form, which, it does look pretty similar if we go ahead and look at, his, thing real quick. Alrighty, so this is essentially what Neo Metal Sonic looks like. You can see he's got the spikes up here, and he's got this black cape design going on, and it does look, it's kind of hard to tell whether or not he is in his just standard form, or his Neo form because of the fact that it's like a silhouette of Metal Sonic, right? Like you can clearly see the eyes and everything, but it's kind of hard to tell. But it does kind of look like he might be in his Neo form. Now, whether or not we do get Neo Metal Sonic in this movie, I don't know, because also we have some new voice actors added into this movie with Ben Kingsley and I think Nick Offerman. Those are characters who have been confirmed to have voice acting roles, not really just like regular characters. They're like voice acting characters, which means there'll be more CGI characters on top of Shadow. So it's like, will they give Metal Sonic a voice? I kind of hope not because, Metal Sonic doesn't really talk like ever. He did talk in that Sonic Prime show, but that is like an alternate universe thing, so it's kind of, understandable. I don't really think they should give Metal Sonic a voice in the movie. Now, if he goes into Neo Metal form, because I do believe, like in the games, he doesn't talk in his standard form, but when he's in his Neo form, he does speak and things like that, I'm pretty sure. So, if they do want to give Metal Sonic a voice actor, then I think it would have to be in his Neo form, because having him talk throughout the movie would just feel kind of weird, because some people are saying like, oh, could Ben Kingsley be voicing Metal Sonic, or Nick Offerman can be voicing Metal Sonic? I don't know, but again, it's like I wouldn't really want them as like, or like voicing Metal Sonic throughout the entire movie. I would just prefer it if Metal Sonic was in his like natural form, doesn't speak or anything like that, and then once he goes into the Neo Metal form, then you can have them talk and things like that. But if he were to talk, I would kind of want them to give like a robotic voice filter to whoever is voicing Metal Sonic. Or I also feel like maybe it should just be Ben Schwartz voicing Metal Sonic, you know what I'm saying? Because, giving it to some random celebrity would just kind of be like, it'd be kind of weird. So I feel like because it's supposed to be a version of Sonic, just make a Ben Schwartz again and just like pay Ben Schwartz more to voice two characters. You know what I'm saying? That could be something that they could do, and then they can give like a robotic voice filter to Ben Schwartz's Sonic voice, so that way it can sound like different. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know if they'll go all in with Neo Metal Sonic or not, but we'll just have to wait and see. But that is essentially it for this trailer, because it just leads into the title of the movie, which is of course Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Now, I did kind of wish that they maybe would give like a background to the logo, because as you guys know, with Sonic the Hedgehog 2, we had the logo with Tails as the 2. We had Tails, his like two tails infused in with the 2 logo. And then with Sonic the Hedgehog 3, it was just simply the number 3, but it had like the Sonic Adventure 2 kind of like style with the logo. But with this logo, it just seems like they're simply going Sonic the Hedgehog 4. I was hoping maybe they would have like Amy's hammers like as like an X symbol. That would be kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? To have like Sonic the Hedgehog 4, and then in the background as like the design of the logo, they can have like Amy's hammers as like an X. That I think would be pretty cool, but it seems like they're just simply going Sonic the Hedgehog 4, and that's about it. So yeah, overall, it's not a bad trailer design or anything like that. Now, it is interesting that they went this route, because all the other title reveals have simply just been of the title. Like Sonic the Hedgehog 1 was just of Sonic the Hedgehog, of like revealing the title name. And then same thing with Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and 3, it was just showing the title of the movie. But with this one, they added a bit more to it to make it a little bit more interesting, which, again, I find pretty interesting. So, yeah, and like I said, this also confirms the return of Jim Carrey and Shadow the Hedgehog. So, hey, I guess that's pretty cool. But that is going to wrap it up for this video. We are only 35 subscribers away from 700. We're at 665. We went down one, unfortunately, but hey, oh well. Yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video. This is probably like one of my most anticipated movies of 2027, because 2027 is going to be a crazy year for movies, because we got Sonic the Hedgehog 4 coming out. We got, what are some other ones? I'm pretty sure Godzilla and Kong 3 is coming out the same day as this, which is going to be crazy. It's going to have like a double feature that day. And then we also have Beyond the Spider-Verse coming out next year. We have Avengers Secret Wars coming out next year. Like, we also have like movies like Shrek 5 coming out next year. How to Train Your Dragon 2, the live action version of that is coming out next year. Like, 2027 is going to be an absolutely packed year for movies, and I cannot wait. But yeah, that is going to wrap it up for this video. You guys let me know if you're looking forward to this movie, and of course the return of Jim Carrey and Shadow. But, and also who's going to be the post-credit scene of this movie, because we've already gotten Amy and Metal Sonic, so it's like, who could they tease for the fifth movie? Because we are getting that fifth movie. I highly doubt they're stopping at 4. We're pretty guaranteed because of the fact there was also that, Sonic Universe event film that was scheduled for December of 2028. So yeah, we're getting another Sonic movie after Sonic 4, but it's like, what could that be about? It's kind of interesting to think about. Hopefully it'll be Silver for the post-credits scene. I think that would make the most amount of sense because it's like, yeah, who could you go for after that? That wouldn't be hype. And I think Silver would reach that level of hype. Yeah, anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Now I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.